Welcome everyone to another startup and automobile documentation. What we're looking at today is a 1997 Chevrolet Tahoe LT. Now this thing, before I start, is an absolute anomaly. You will not believe what the odometer says the miles are on this thing, yet it is totally true. And just look at it and listen to how it sounds, and then look at the mileage, you're going to be amazed. And yes, this is the original engine and transmission. This Tahoe 4-door is painted in Quicksilver Metallic. The front door panels have storage areas. You have power windows, locks, and mirrors. This one has a gray interior, and the LT trim came with leather seat upholstery. The driver's seat has a fully powered seat base and a manual seat back with two-way power lumbar support. And as for the front passenger seat, it is just about fully manual, although you do get power lumbar support still. Now this is a high mileage vehicle, 334,000 miles. However, it has been impeccably maintained, and as you can see, it looks to be in really good shape. So, we'll go ahead and start the engine. As you can hear, it starts up just like a champ, and it runs great still. The Tahoe is Chevy's full-size SUV offering, slotting just below its long-wheelbase sibling, the Suburban. The Tahoe name dates back to 1995. That year, the full-size Chevy Blazer and GMC Yukon got an update, which gave them a new interior and introduced a brand new 4-door body style. The K5, or full-size Blazer at that point, would get a new name, none other than the Tahoe. Thus, the first-generation Chevy Tahoe was born. Fast forward to 2024, and the Tahoe is now in its 5th generation, competing with the Ford Expedition, Nissan Armada, and Toyota Sequoia. This 1997 model represents the first generation of the Tahoe, which was made from model years 1995 through 2000. This generation is essentially a continuation of the 3rd-gen Chevy full-size Blazer, which had been made since 1992, with 1995 marking not only the name change to Tahoe, but also an updated interior and the launch of a longer wheelbase 4-door body style, which eventually would become the Tahoe's sole body style in generations to come. It's a member of the beloved GMT 400 generation of full-size trucks and SUVs from GM, alongside its first-gen GMC Yukon Twin and their long-wheelbase counterparts, the Chevy and GMC Suburban. The first-gen Cadillac Escalade was also based on the GMT 400 Tahoe and Yukon. Trim levels for the US market 1997 Chevy Tahoe included Base, LS, and LT, and you could get it in both 2-door and 4-door configurations, the latter of which, of course, being what this one is. 2 engines were on offer as well, which were the 5.7-liter Vortec gas V8 like this one has, and a 6.5-liter turbo diesel V8. Rear-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive were your drivetrain options, and the sole transmission was a 4-speed automatic. In the instrument cluster, we have 6 analog gauges. You have your tachometer and speedometer right here, and then you have your fuel gauge, voltage gauge, oil pressure gauge, and temperature gauge, with your analog trip computer and odometer. The hazard switch is on top of the steering column. It has a 4-spoke design leather-wrapped steering wheel, and it is tilt only. The parking brake is foot operated. Right here is your exterior lighting switch with your panel dimmer. Climate vent for the driver. This one has been fitted with an aftermarket Sirius XM receiver. even though it's using the stock head unit. If I turn this on right now, it'd be coming in great. Nice to add just that extra modern touch without sacrificing the old school, I guess, preservation. But on this side, you have your high beam, turn signal, wiper, and cruise control stock. And on this side, of course, is your column mounted gear shifter. Going down the center of the interior, you have your AM/FM head unit with a cassette player and a CD player. Right here you have your single zone climate controls manual, but you have your defroster, recirculation, AC, different zones, temperature, and fan speed. And it is still nice ice cold AC in here. You have your four-wheel drive controls right here with 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low. 2 cup holders, ashtray or storage. You have 2 12-volt power outlets right here, and then a cigarette lighter, which also works as a third power outlet. On the center console, you have some storage, removable tray, CD case holder, obviously. Big center console, lots of storage in there, and both front seats have their own armrests. And the thing about this one is that the previous owner has documented all the maintenance. I mean, look at all this. All that stuff's been done. Just goes to show, I mean, with this thing running as great as it is, everything works good. The AC, everything's still working great as well. I just guess this is a prime example of just the longevity of these GMT 400s when taken good care of, because this is just awesome in here. But anyways, moving on. Both Sunvisors do have vanity mirrors, lights, and extensions. You have an auto-dimming rear view with a compass. On the overhead console, you have your adjustable overhead lights. Right here is where you can add a garage door transmitter, sunglass holder, and I believe this is a place where you can store, say, CD cases. And then you have grab handles throughout. But now we'll roll down the driver's window and have a look at the engine bay. The driver's window is automatic down. This Tahoe LT 4x4 rides on these 16-inch 5-spoke cast aluminum rims. Powering this Tahoe is GM's Vortec 5700 5.7-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine. It's a cast iron pushrod power plant with 2 valves per cylinder. Horsepower is rated at 255 at 4,600 RPM, and torque is rated at 330 pound-feet at just 2,800 RPM. This engine is paired to a 4-speed automatic transmission with low gear selection, and this Tahoe is a 4-wheel drive model. Running on regular unleaded with a 30-gallon fuel tank, updated EPA estimates for a Tahoe like this one are about 12 mpg in the city and 16 mpg on the highway. It has an independent front suspension and a solid rear axle with leaf springs. Stopping the Tahoe are front disc brakes and rear drum brakes. fuel cap is on the driver's side. Does have roof racks. There are ashtrays on the back door panels. You can flip up the rear seat bases and then just fold them down. You have mat pockets on the backs of both front seat backs. 2 cup holders, storage area, and a center armrest with 2 more cup holders and some storage. This kind of looks like a place you could put a tissue box. At least to me it looks like that. And then you've got your grab handles up above, your adjustable dome lights, more right there as well. And I'm not seeing a third row of seats in this one, but space back here, I'm about 6'1". Legroom and footroom is not too bad. Headroom's really good, but I gotta say the leather seats back here are very soft and comfortable. Kind of like a luxury SUV-esque, at least just the way the seats feel, even though, I mean, it's not an Escalade, but it does have these nice leather seats nonetheless. I mean, 334,000 miles on this thing, and it doesn't look like it, it doesn't sound like it. Everything about this thing is just in good shape. It's a remarkable shape when you consider the mileage. Obviously, the previous owner took excellent care of this thing, because usually when I think of a GMT 400 with this many miles, I think of one that's like rotted out, rusted out, on its way to the scrapyard, you know, clapped out, worn out. But even the seats are in good shape. The seats aren't even ripped. This is just an absolutely marvelous specimen of one of the most famous GM truck platforms of all time. And the fact that this is in as good a shape it is, as good of running shape as it is, not only is a testament to just the GMT 400, but also just how much you can get out of a vehicle when you maintain it properly and take good care of it. Because I still think this thing has a lot of life left in it, and that's not something I normally say for something with this many miles, but honestly, the way this thing's running, everything in it still works. I honestly wouldn't even be afraid to take this on a road trip. Single exhaust. This one has the barn doors. Cargo space in the Tahoe 4-door is 66.9 cubic feet with the back seats up and 118.2 cubic feet with the back seats down. Got a cargo cover back here, of course. But anyways, thanks for checking out this tour of this incredible high-mileage 1997 Chevrolet Tahoe. And as always, stay on the lookout for future tours.